us, guys. This is your opportunity to just feel, a little bit of the blood running through. Are you good this evening? I'm so happy to hear it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to the inaugural Top 16 Youth-Owned Brand Awards, proudly brought to you by Sakhumnotho Holding Group. And of course, this is an initiative that's been brought together and birthed by Pat on Brands. Let's hear it for Pat! It's so amazing to watch someone build something right in front of you, right? I think so many of us have watched the Instagram lives. We've seen something go from just being on a digital screen, and now we're here in a room full of people. It deserves a round of applause. Absolutely. Absolutely. My name is Hulisani Ravhele, and I'm Ravhele machekecheke. I mean, I've got to do this right? Ndimdulu wa machekecheke wola mbudza dzima vakanda ndidoniqhavela kholomo machekecheke milenje mipfupi madodudumela ndimadekona vudi That's how we do it. Manje niyangazi ke. Because you know my people, it is such an honor to be your host this evening. Tonight we are gathered to celebrate a first of its kind awards show. It's a first of its kind in the advertising and communications group when it comes to that side of the world. And it's a time for us to really just sit back and celebrate and recognize youth-owned brands. These are young people who are doing the most phenomenal things. And today we say to them, you know what? Not only do we see you, but we also salute you. We need to be very clear. I did say for those above 35, today's your chance to feel young, ne? So when we say youth-owned brands, we mean 18 to? 18 to? I just had to be sure that you guys know what is defined as youth in this country. But yes, we are talking to those brands that are owned by those that are between the ages of 18 to 35 years. The awards tonight come as an inspiration. They were inspired by the youth of 1976. The very youth whose lives we'll be commemorating tomorrow on June 16. This is a youth who were facing an unjust political system that they were fighting to end. The awards are inspired by the youth of today. Some of you sitting in this room. A youth who not only sometimes face an unjust political system, but a very unjust and unbalanced economical system. A youth who, against all odds, are waking up every single day. They are creating, they are building phenomenal brands. They are creating employment, and they are aiding to the betterment of the economy of this country. As I said earlier, tonight, it's about those young people that we say, not only do we see you, because it's not enough to see you, but we salute each and every single one of you, no matter where you are in your journey. Start, middle, somewhere in between, uyagereza. We see you, young people, and we salute you. Before we get started and get into some house rules, let's just turn our attention to the screen and have a look at a reminder of why we're here tonight. I mean, I'm certainly not the reason we're here tonight. But you know what? I think let the show go on. We'll come back. Oh, there we go.
The youth of today is lazy. But with over 480 nominations received, 60 brands shortlisted by expert judges, and over 18,000 votes submitted, we are here to witness that the youth of today is working hard. They are innovating. They are building brands. They are creating employment, and most importantly, they are contributing to the growth of our country's economy. The Top 16 Youth-Owned Brands Awards are the first of its kind in South Africa. We are here to celebrate and recognize brands that are owned and run by the youth. These awards are the beginning of a new era that will redefine the standpoint of the youth of South Africa at a global stage. You nominated them, you voted for them. Now it's time to celebrate them.
Indeed, we are here to celebrate them. So let's start with a few housekeeping rules, and then we will get started with our awards. First things first, if you are looking for the bathrooms, you just head out the back door, turn to your right, and as you get to the main foyer, you'll go to the left. You'll find the bathrooms on your right-hand side. They are right by the lifts, so that's where you need to go. The Wi-Fi password, because I know young people and data share, yes. But don't worry, we've got you covered, all right? If you'd like to jump onto the Wi-Fi, it's the capital, you'll find it there, and the password is connect me, and it's all small letters, okay? And our hashtag for tonight, if you don't know what a hashtag is, just keep moving. But for those that do know what it is, tonight's hashtag is Top 16 YOBA 2022. You got it? Top 16 YOBA 2022. Please tag us, be a part of the conversation. Let's make sure we get trending tonight so everybody not only knows who we are celebrating, but they know that this is the inaugural. It means that it's the first of many. Inaugural iti fest. It will definitely not be the last. So please, let's get the conversation going on social media at Top 16 Yoba. That is the handle on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. And of course, you can also tag at Pat on Brands. The bar. Very critical. The bar's outside, and it's free, so help yourself. Marasketa too much. Please do. We know tomorrow's a holiday, but don't scratch on pizza that it's free, okay? Have a little bit of decorum, okay? Wonderful. All right. Who loves themselves a freebie? I love myself some free things. I love free clothes, I love free data, free phones, free booze. Yazin yonke into nje. Yonke into free. We've got some amazing giveaways for you tonight. If you are one of the people who are really getting the conversation going on social media by using the hashtag Top16Yoba2022 and hashtag Real Recognizes Real and hashtag Yoba, we've got 1,000 Rand cash to give to someone. And let me tell you, the way Cyril's economy is structured with the petrol, that 1,000 Rand is very handy, okay? Even a wig is very important in Cyril's economy. So, 1,000 Rand up for grabs for those that keep the conversation going on social media. And then, you know, sometimes you get invited to a party, ne? And they give you a theme. And the theme namhlanje was, you must dress for class with a bit of uniform. Niyayibona class yam ne? Niyayibona uniform ne? Okay. Some of you didn't come according to the theme. We're not talking to you here. For those that did come dressed according to the theme, there is a 1,000 Rand prize for you as well for the best dressed individual. So we'll definitely be looking out for you. All right. Let's get the night's program underway. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the visionary behind these awards. Some call him Mr. Pat and Slaps. Others know him as Mr. Run with Pat. Not me, because I don't run. Others know him as the CEO of Lerato Agency, and now we can add Mr. Yoba onto that list. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Pat Mahlangu.
Pat. It's Pat on Brands. Watch how you brand it, man. Pat on the back, so Pat for the man.
I'm glad that when they put this mic here, they took my height into consideration. Tonight is surreal. You know, if you ask me last year this time, what is it that I'll be up to? I'll probably saying, look, I'll be pitching for more business for our agency, Lerato. But as an entrepreneur, someone who always has ideas and always chasing, one of my great mentors, who's our keynote speaker today, he's the guy that I went to when I first conceived this idea. And I said, Mr. T, I want to start recognizing young, youth-owned brands at a grand scale. But I don't know how to do it. And he said to me, look, Pat, I'm not going to tell you how you're going to do it, but that is your big project for 2022. And I think tonight is testament to that. And you guys being here, it really speaks to them. It really speaks to the magnitude of this project, but also it wasn't going to be possible if it wasn't for our sponsors. Sakhumnotho Group Holdings, can you guys give them a round of applause? It took one meeting. I just landed from Lagos on Friday. I had a meeting with the head of marketing, and I said, look, this is the vision. And they were like, Pat, don't worry, we'll make sure that it happens. We'll invest in the idea. And I know I'm taking a risk, but we're gonna do it. So ladies and gentlemen, Sakhumnotho Group Holdings, please, once again. Another sponsor, Black Crown Gin and Tonic. Probably some of you have had it for the first time. This is a fairly new brand in the market. And they were the first brand that I went to pitch the idea. And they were like, we believe in the idea so much, but you can't take the headline sponsor now. We'll just sponsor the beverage category. But for that, I'll forever be grateful. MTN Pulse. They're no strangers to the Pattern Brands family. Every initiative, sort of, when I pitch to them, they always, have an appetite. And I just want to say I appreciate MTN Pulse. I mean, they gave you free popcorn. You better clap harder. Old Mutual also played a very big role. They were like, you know what, you don't want the spotlight, you don't want mentions on social media, we don't want logos anywhere, but we believe in the idea and we're going to back it up. Old Mutual, ladies and gents. Another sponsor, who am I forgetting? I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But thank you so much to every brand and every person that I spoke to about this initiative and really gave me an ear. Our judges, ladies and gents, this is a credible platform that we're building here. It's not, the winners of today, they're not selected by my team and I sitting in the boardroom there in Pinmill Farm. We had judges made out of experts in the marketing and communication space. We had academics. One of my mentors, Dr. Stila, is here, and Dr. Marsha Libambo. We had also esteemed entrepreneurs. Some of them couldn't join us today because they had to travel overseas. But mine, ladies and gentlemen, is to just welcome you today to the inaugural Top 16 Youth-Owned Brands Awards. And I hope that in as much as we're celebrating these amazing brands, but also take it into mind that everything that you see here today, the outfit that I'm wearing today was designed by a young person in Alex. Acoustic Star, they put together the AVU, the production, all the ushers here, young people. And I hope you guys, in as much as, like I say, I apologize, started late, but do take that into heart, that these are young people that are not sitting on their hands. These are young people that are coming here to say, look, Pat, you want to make your vision come to life. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
One last point. There's very special guests here today. My aunt and my uncle who raised me. They're here today.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Make some noise for Pat.
Pat on brands. Watch how you branded, man. A pat on the back is a pat from the man. Let it be branded, man.
Okay, I need to work. Set ready for your after party, man. Oh, Pat, you're phenomenal. And I'll tell you how I met Pat. I was emceeing another event, and when we were walking out, he said, you're going to MC my next event. And this is the next event. So, Pat, you are such an intentional being. Like, I know you from the screen, but from meeting you to tonight, to your family being here, to what you are creating here, from one young person to another. Ngiyaphuma ku-youth very soon. But while I'm still within, I salute you, my brother. Congratulations. You heard Pat talking about how credible these awards are, and we just want to take a moment to speak about that for a little bit before we hand out our first set. The nominations and the finalists were selected by a very rigorous process, and that involved public opinion as well as our expert judges. And the first call for nominations, I don't know if you saw earlier, it roped in over 480 brands. Listen to that number. There are 480 youth-owned brands that sent through their submission to be like, see me, I'm here, I'm doing something. That's incredible. That is incredible. Then from that 480 that came through, the list of our judges, they created a short list of the 60 brands that will be our finalists for tonight. They are spread across 15 categories, and there are 4 nominees in each one. Then the process went back to the public for their voting and for them to judge, and then we also called back onto our judges to help us select the Grand Prix. If you are in advertising, you know it's important to have a Grand Prix. And I say Grand Prix, please. Please. Please, please. Lewis Hamilton won't be very happy to hear you say that. So, the Grand Prix Award has been selected from the overall category, and that will be the final award that we hand out tonight. But to shed some more light on this judging process, please welcome the chairperson of the Top 16 Youth-Owned Brand Awards, Sadika Fakir. Hi, how are you? That's you, girl. It's you. You look stunning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Sadika, you come with over 17 years of experience.
I ain't the
I
year.
mean, own that 17 years, girl. Let's make some noise
I'm gonna
for
own
Sadika.
it.
17 years of experience when it comes to integrated
Good
marketing
Botox
and
and good
advertising.
filler.
And you don't look a year above 30, girl. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
And I think all your experiences come in so much handy when it comes to the judging process. And let's talk about that very briefly. Cutting through the noise. You know, when it comes to marketing and advertising, everybody is trying to get a share of us, our attention. What would you think are the key factors that make a brand stand out?
Just looking at it from where we stand as marketers, the first thing is you have to answer a problem. And that's something that was fundamental for all of us judging each of the categories and when we were looking at the Grand Prix. Don't worry, I say it too. I also say Melrose Arc, so it's fine. So I think
that one is debatable.
It's debatable. I think the critical thing was for us is, are you answering a problem? Are you forming some level of a solution? The second thing is, are you emotionally connecting with your audience? And that's something as brand marketers and something we are passionate about as marketers is, are you truly connecting with your consumer? Are you putting your consumer at the forefront of everything? Are you basing your product, your solution, your services at the heart of the consumer? And that's something that is critical. Then, because we like pretty things and we like things, have you packaged it? You all look very beautifully packaged tonight. All of you are your own personal brand. So give yourself, you showed up. You showed up. So that is exactly how we look at brands. How do you show up? How do you show up in making a purposeful difference in this continent and the country? How are you showing up to your communities? How are you showing up in your service offering? And ultimately, how are you going to show up to commercialize and not become rich, but become wealthy? Wealth, prosperity for this country and this continent are critical.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Sadika. You know, there's always room for improvement, right?
Always.
There are those that are doing great, and then there are those that are still somewhere in the middle and can always learn from those that are up there. What would you say one of the things that most of the youth-owned brands need to improve on?
So it's how you package. So what we found as the judging team, a great product or a service was put forward in all of our categories, but it is a brand. So how are you packaging? How are you showing up? What is the personality of the brand? What is your positioning? Show up. Show up the same way that you'd show up on Instagram. Be consistent with your corporate identity, your branding. show up on Facebook, show up on your user experience. We're in a digitized era right now. Have a website and don't have spelling errors on your website, please. Like simple things, so it's the simplicity of it. But then when you do show up, how do you show up on TikTok versus how you show up on Instagram versus how you show up on a website?
Yeah.
Ultimately, please understand the channel. So sorry, I'm a media geek and I'm obsessed with digital, as you can hear. The whole thing here is how you show up. But the brand, if you have to look at all of the brands, be consistent on your corporate identity and how you package. If there's a specific color on your website, for example, then be specific and deliberate on your coloring on Instagram, Facebook, your magazine ads and your billboard ads.
Yeah.
So just be consistent and then own it. Because what are we looking for? Disrupt every convention, because mind you, when we announce the winners tonight, there will be a competitor tomorrow at your doorstep.
Yeah,
Right?
that's for sure.
How are you going to stand out, differentiate yourself, and then hunger and fight? Fight. Because that is ultimately what is going to craft your purpose, your path, and this continent's. So that's something.
Before I let you go, Sarika, what is your message to all our nominees tonight, all those that entered, and just a young person who may be sitting here and thinking, nah, not me?
Yes, you. We are all entrepreneurs. Did anyone in this room sign the paperwork not to be an entrepreneur, to be wealthy and successful? Can I just get a show of hands here? I'm just looking. Anyone? It can be you. It must be you.
Yeah.
Show up, stand up, and fight.
Couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much, Sarika. We appreciate it. You know what I'm really inspired by? There's a young lady. I didn't see you, but I heard you. When she said, it can be you, it must be you, you said, it will be me. Please, can you stand up so we can just shout you out? Like, what is your name? Apiwe. It will be you, Siswam, because you owned it. You owned it not only with your mind, but with your tongue. And we are all witnesses to it in this room today. Hi, Apiwe Kel. Like, I didn't see it, but I heard her. And she kind of like whispered it, but I was like, no, I got that. I got that. Remember tonight, Apiwe, and one day when your brand is up there in lights, we're going to be like, hey, isn't that the girl from the inaugural Top 16 Youth-Owned Brand Awards? We know her. And then we're also going to be like, but we know you, Gil. Who's phone and not who's fine. All right, ladies and gents, let us get started with the reason that you are all gathered here tonight, to give away some awards. Our first 5 categories will be the top agriculture brand, top NPO, charity and brand, top food brand, top technology brand, and the top services brand. All the results are audited by Kumalo and Mabuya Chartered Accountancy. It's so nice to not see any of their top 4 here. Are they still top? Send ya chonje. Shade, no shade. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving. All right, to hand out our very first award, the top agriculture brand, please welcome entrepreneur, media practitioner, and attorney, Leroy Mark.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hulisani, like you, I am a late youth, holding on for the last 24 months. And absolutely happy to say that I'm also dressed by one of the nominees tonight. So, big ups. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to be announcing the nominees for the first category of the evening. For the top agricultural brand, the nominees are.
These are All Day Jam, Farminist, Mata Pulium Holdings, and Miraka Lifestyle Farming.
And the winner is Mata Pulvam Holdings.
Thank you so much, South Africa. My name is Mapulali Seilani. I'm the CEO and founder of Metaplevum Holdings. And I'm here with my little sister, Madikoleli Seilani, who is making sure that our baby is growing. Wow. A brilliant idea does not require experience. It stands and it represents itself. And that is exactly what Metaplevum Holding is. Yes. A brilliant idea. We are here as Metaplevum Holdings and we're saying scientists are ready to collaborate with the world. Get in touch with us. We are making waves. Young people are not future leaders. Oh yeah. We are leading today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. Oh. Woo. Personally, I don't know how I'm going to get through this night without crying. Like, I'm a crier, and that moment right there, like, wow. You heard that, hey? The youth are not future leaders. They are leading today, right now, right here. Woo! What a way to start, what a way to start. Let's move on to our next award. This is the award for the top NPO and charity brand. It is going to be presented by the Chief Operations Officer of Sakhumnotho Group Holdings. That is Rani Mraudzi. Washu.
Good evening. Nda. Horni hori. Au revoir. Kezo. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roni Moraudzi, as Hulisani has said, and I'm here to present the top NPO and Charity Award. The nominees are as follows.
And the nominees are Africa Matters, Itamba Initiatives, Apostle Peter Jones Foundation, and Women Leaders South Africa.
You know, I've always wanted to be like that guy at the Summer Awards, doing this thing. So this is really exciting for me. And the winner is Women Leaders.
Another man food is another man poison. Go, yeah. Monkey no fine, but in my mind like go, oh yeah. Sure you want come calculate my money. Go, oh yeah. You want to dance or you want to shake, oh yeah.
Thank you, Siabong. The vision has always been to place people, especially young people, at the center of empowerment and sustainable development. When we started Women Leaders 2 years ago, we only had a vision. And that vision became an action very quickly when we realized that there's no help coming. And we decided that we know that we all equally sitting here have the responsibility for the progression of our continent, of our country, and our communities. And today, this is affirmation of the value and the impact that we're making in communities. Thank you so much. To my family, we're leading right now. We're leading the change in our communities. And thank you for that, because I think sometimes we forget that we have to be at the forefront, and we are. So I want to just say thank you to my family. Thank you so much to the team. Building anything is not easy. It is a lot of hard work. It is pain, but it is worth it. Thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it.
Go.
Congratulations. Hey, Kauta Mazulu, Lima Xhosa in the crowd, but Sakhumnotho, ngiyaxolisa. Bekune typo. Ngafunda ngendlela lebabhale ngayo. Niyangunderstanda ngithi. Kezo, arozofara dokonu uyaphanda zwino roribuwa. All right, it's like whatever she said. Uzobuza next door. All right, our next award is for the top food brand, and this one is going to be presented by the marketing manager of PepsiCo. Please put your hands together for uZagiti Mngango.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Mama.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I was the marketing manager of PepsiCo, but I am the marketing manager of South Africa's national talking point, the #1, Kasi to Kasi knickknacks. And I'm here to present the award for the top food category, so let's have a peek at the nominees.
And the nominees are Bailey's, Solar Restaurant, Mr. Monday Eatery, and Chill Brew.
And the winner is Solo.
I think first of all, I'd like to thank Pat. Well done to him and the team. I think it's such a great initiative, everything you're doing behind this. We started this brand during COVID. We were building through COVID. We went through the tough times, and I think these are the guys that keep me sane. Menzi, who's our store manager, who deals with front of house. Witness is our store general, a group general manager, looks after all of our stores, is our bridge between our store and our front of house. We have Seth, who deals with our waiters, and our storeman Ishmael. Thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, gents. Love your restaurant at Putmenzi. Where's Putmenzi? You know, you once helped me with a reservation, and there was like nothing. And we were like, you know what? We will see what we can do. And from that moment on, I had the most beautiful experience. And to know that you are youth-owned, black-owned, it's just, yay! 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 Nyayenzinto, thank you so much and congratulations. If you don't know where Solo is, it's there in Sentin, across the road from Prime Media. Please, make a booking and be involved. Be within. And the photos that everybody takes in the corridor, you must take that photo and you must post it and you must tag them. Thank you very much. To Zagiti, we apologize for the incorrect title, but I don't think it's incorrect. I just think it's your next step, girl. I just think it's your next step. So at next year's awards, when we introduce you, we will be introducing the marketing manager of PepsiCo. We receive it for you. All right, our next award is the top technology brand. This award is proudly sponsored by MTN Pulse. So not only did they bring you the popcorn, they brought you the award too, please, ne? Please. This is going to be presented by the online marketing manager at MTN. Please put your hands together for Mpumi Burone.
I'm Pume Porane, and I'm here to introduce the top technology category sponsored by MTN Pulse. So MTN Pulse is all about empowering young doers through our offers and initiatives that we drive as well. So we're so honored to be here tonight presenting this award. Here are the nominees.
And the nominees are Fixer, Green Scooters, Asanta Solutions, and Malachite.
And the winner is, drum roll, Scooter!
I know, we just save the day. Superhero, I gon' need a speedo and a cape. X-ray vision through your evil ways. Tell your people don't forget to pray. Don't forget to pray. Do you know that God is on the way?
Good evening. My name is Ravhele, founder of Green Scooter. We design and assemble electric vehicles. It's been 6 years, the toughest, 350 rejections later, but we still made it through. We literally built this company out of nothing, from a piece of paper, right until funding it ourselves and getting investment from abroad. All I want to say is, please support black founders. Please support entrepreneurs in general. It's really tough in this ecosystem, especially trying to build a company. And yeah, guys, thank you very much and really appreciate it.
I know, we just saved the day. Superhero, I gon' need a speedo and a cape. X-ray vision through your evil ways. Tell your people don't forget to pray.
MTN Pulse doesn't just come empty-handed. Ravhele, if you don't want, we can take it home for you. We can assist you. But that is, oh no, I can't take it right now, girl. But Ravhele will definitely make sure that it makes it home with you. Congratulations on your award, and thank you so much to MTN Pulse and Tumpumi. Our final award for now is our top services brand, and this one is going to be presented by one of our Yoruba judges. Please put your hands together for Dr. Beat Stella Mulder.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Beate Mulder. I'm at the University of Johannesburg, and I lecture at the Department of Marketing Management. And I must say, I was very surprised to meet so many of my past students tonight. So it is fantastic. Cool. Okay, great. So with that, it is my honor to present you with the services category this evening. So with that, it's over to the nominees.
And the nominees are Delivery Speed, Chesiwe Automotives, More Wash, and Walk Fresh.
Okay, and the winner is Delivery Speed.
Starts out with a pipe dream, white tea and an ice cream. All day on the MySpace, MJ trying to buy face. I had to pay dues, had to make moves on fate. Even got food off stage, trying to put food.
It's not even been a year pushing this brand, and it's all young, all black, head office in Hammanskraal, pushing our own thing. We're just tired of going back to our townships and we see our old classmates sitting by the corners. We're just tired going to our own townships during the week, and it feels like it's a weekend because all the young people are on the roads. Ours is to create employment for the young guys. And to Brapet, this one I'm gonna say it in Spitori because I'm from there. Or last number, Joe. Or last number, and this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you. Ravhele, Hajo, keep pushing. We look up to you. And yeah, let's keep pushing, guys.
Now we got views on so much love, trust fund and Guslam. Bad chick in my
Congratulations, Deliverika Speed. Last number, Ped. I'm sure there's somebody hearing it, they're like, last number? Like, are you the last one to be called? So that means you're not great? No, it means he is the one. Like, he's the guy. Last number, Praped. So exciting to see. That's 5 awards down. Just 10 more to go. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker. The man I'm about to introduce is a man that needs no introduction, but, you know, we're going to give him one because I think introductions speak to the journey you've walked. It allows us to affirm you. It allows us to acknowledge you and all that you have done. He is a man in the marketing space that some people call Mr. Brands. Others call him Mr. Marketing, the Yeleding. Mr. Thebe Ikalafeng is the preeminent global African thought leader and authoritative voice in branding in Africa. Not South Africa, the entire continent. In a distinguished career of over 25 years, Mr. Ikalafeng has written extensively, he's addressed diverse audiences globally, and has been quoted widely on all matters regarding brands and intellectual property law in Africa. And tonight, he will be giving us his keynote address. On a very personal note, I've never met Mr. Ikalafeng personally. I follow him from a distance, and his knowledge and passion for the African continent and its people and the works of their souls is awe-inspiring. He's a storyteller of note, even from a caption. I can only imagine when he's speaking, and a man of many impactful actions and words. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Thebe Ikalafeng.
Very analog, Thebe. Pat, this is incredible. This is superlative. Because we spoke about this during COVID. And I didn't imagine this. Not that I didn't imagine you capable of this, but I didn't imagine our people acknowledging how great they are, the way they are. So on the 24th of May, 1963. A few of our forefathers, led by Kwame Nkrumah and Haile Selassie, they got together to talk about what we need to do for this continent. He addressed 32 countries, and he had a simple agenda for them. He had a simple agenda for us. 5 of the things that he quoted or that he laid down as a foundation for the continent were: we need to create a common market for the continent. We need to have our own African currency. We need to have our own Central African Bank. We need to have a common African citizenship. And we need to have a common defense. He did not anticipate that for me to go to every country as I have in the continent, I would need 30 to 40 passports, 30 to 40 visas. He did not anticipate that as I move around the continent, I will use 30 to 50 currencies just to get around. He did not anticipate that when I landed in Somalia, in Mogadishu, in the middle of all those bombs, that the first fleet I would see would be an army from the United Nations, not an African army. He did not anticipate that as an African, if I want to go sell goods from Cape to Cairo, I'll have so many hurdles as a salesperson, as an African in my own continent. He also did not anticipate that we would need a reminder from Thabo Mbeki in 1996 at the launch of the South African Constitution, a reminder of the beauty, the history, and the diversity of the continent with his great I'm an African speech. When he spoke that freedom was a necessary condition for human existence. I didn't always set out to travel the continent or to get into the continent as much as I have. But in 2003, Thabo Mbeki gave a speech at the Indaba. And he spoke about what he would do if he had time to take away from his chores as a president of the Republic of South Africa. And he said, I'd like to take a break from my work as a president and to rediscover myself as a person among other people in the rest of the continent. He said, I would want to wander to the great markets of the pulsating African city of Lagos, where Patrick and I were last week for the launch of the top 100 brands in the continent. He said he'd like to go down the extraordinary Ngorongoro crater to look at in Tanzania, to look at men, the Maasai, living side by side with the lions at peace, sharing the same space peacefully, to visit the library of Timbuktu, where the ancient books, the manuscripts dating back over 8 centuries, or to Gorée in Senegal, the place where African slaves were transported out of Africa. But we are still enslaved as Africans because we have not quite left Gorée yet. We have not quite come back yet from Gorée. So I was sitting and judging International Entrepreneurship Awards about 7 years ago in Switzerland. It was myself, a professor from London School of Economics and a professor from Harvard Business School. The three of us were judging the 1,000 smartest PhDs from Ivy League schools in the world. They were tasked with the responsibility to come up with solutions to solve the problems of the world. Before we got on to judge, there were people there was a panel ahead of us. And the panel consisted of just one person and one anchor from, I think from BBC. And the lady was sitting there. Her name was Fu Ying, Madame Fu Ying from the Chinese Communist Party. And Madame Fu Ying spoke. It was being interviewed. They finished the conversation. As she finished the conversation, a young European man doing his PhD at St. Gallen, St. Gallen is one of the prestigious schools in Switzerland, put up his hand and said, Madame, you are sitting there talking so much about the greatness of China, yet your country is oppressing people in Tibet. Madame Fu Ying allowed the man to express himself as the young people do. Story of how bad China is, how great Europe is, and all those. And he asked the young man a simple question when he finished. Have you been to Tibet? And the young man says, no, madam, I have not. Madame Fu Ying said, how dare you sit there and express yourself about another country when you yourself have never been there? Because my parents are from Tibet. I know Tibet. I learned at that day not to express myself about my continent, about any part of the world, but any person before getting on that journey. And then in 2013, I had coffee with the CEO of Samsung. And I'm speaking about different brands, country brands, people brands, and all those. And the CEO of Samsung, KK Park, then was the CEO of Samsung for the continent. And I was preparing an article on brands in the continent. And I said to Mr. KK Park, Samsung is so successful, Mr. Park. So successful every single part of the continent, everywhere people go. I said, I've only been to 20 countries in Africa, or 23 countries in Africa, maybe 15, I don't even know how many then. And he said to me, oh, but Thebe, I've been to every country in the continent. And I sat there and I was like, wow. I said, every country in the continent? He says, yes. And he said, you see, Thebe, the reason we are so successful at Samsung is because we look at opportunities differently. We go to these countries. We go to where the people are. We go eat where they eat, sleep where they sleep, shop where they shop. When the lights go down, we don't blame Eskom. We see an opportunity for a solar project. And I learned something about entrepreneurship and about solving problems and about brands. That the challenge that we face as Africans, the challenge that we're trying to solve today with the top 16, is the problems that we are facing today, the problems that Kwame Nkrumah thought we would have solved more than 60 years later, are because we as Africans look at the challenges of the continent, the challenges of our country, the challenges of our cities, and we abdicate our responsibilities as entrepreneurs, as thinkers, to politicians. We abdicate our responsibilities to others. So when the other brands come in, like Samsung, to explain, and that explains why. In the survey that I've started 12 years ago, Brand Africa 100 Africa's Best Brands, which is the most authoritative survey in the whole worldwide on brands in the continent, quoted by everybody else from Cape to Cairo and from east to west of the world. And when we do that survey, it explains why Samsung is one of the 83% of the top 100 brands in the continent that Africans admire. So in our survey, we've discovered in the last 12 years that everybody here in this room here, this continent, 83% of you are rejecting everything that is made in Africa. Because 83% of you, when a young man called Tsepo Jeans came up with a jean and priced it at $5.99, because you've got megaphones called cell phone and Twitters and Instagram and all those, you ran onto the radio channels and you said, I will not support a brand by a person called Tsepo who grew up in Tsakani, my neighbor, Besihamba Sonke. I am not going to buy a jean for $5.99 because Markham can give it to me for $3.99. And then two things transformational happened. Meghan Markle came to South Africa. And Meghan Markle came to South Africa, went over to Tsepo Jeans, and as a token, bought a pair for Archie and for herself. A second transformational thing happened. Cassper Nyovest had an opportunity, as many rap artists do or hip-hop and anyone those have. He had an opportunity to do what most of us in this room do, to run to Gucci, to run to Louis Vuitton, to run to Hermes, to run to all those, and go dress up because Beyonce is going to be here, Jay-Z is going to be here. They have to see me in the finest from France. They have to see me in the finest from America, from London. But he chose Tsepo Jeans. After those two transformational events, everybody ran over to Tsepo. Tsepo, we want Tsepo Jeans. Tsepo says they are available for 2,000 rand. Because a lot of us, we waited to be validated by the outside instead of taking the validation from among us here. So these top 16 brands today, the top 16 brands, they're not going to succeed if we are still going to abdicate, if we're still going to deny ourselves. I don't have a problem with the 83 brands which dominate the list, which include Ferrari, Gucci, Chanel. I don't have a problem with them. The problem I have is with us. And the reason I have a problem with us is we've given all the global brands, the non-African brands, a free rein in our continent. So we have not quite come back from Gore yet. We are still on that ship in America, in those fields, digging in America, because we are still looking for validation out there. What we lack is the courage or the vision of a man like Dangote, the #1 brand that symbolizes African pride in our survey this year. And I understand why. When you walk around in Lagos, you go to the market, you go to those congested markets, and they're selling flour, and they are selling oil, they're selling cement. They have a picture of Dangote. They have the brand Dangote. Because you see, they don't reject Dangote, because Dangote is a mirror of what they can be when they put in effort themselves. So, this year was quite interesting, because out of the top 100 brands, 2 brands were created only 3 years ago. Out of the top 100 brands in Africa, 2 brands among the 100 brands, among Nike, among MTN, Ethiopian Airways, I'm speaking mega brands, among Dangote, 2 brands, Drip and Batu. I've been on a road show across the continent. As those who follow me probably know, I've been everywhere. I did 6 countries in 10 days in the last 2 weeks. From Nigeria to Cote d'Ivoire, twice to Ethiopia, to Lesotho, to Namibia. Probably messed up 1 or 2 there. And the interesting thing on those trips, they've all said to me, how did Drip and Batu get into the list? I said, quite simple. During COVID, when all of us were trying to make money out of PPE, during COVID, when all of us were looking for shortcuts and looking for governments to give us 350 rand, Lekau and Theo each opened over 20 shops. But they did something even better. They realized that if they had to go to Total Sport, to Sports Scene, to ask for permission to exist next to Nike, next to Reebok, next to Adidas, they were going to be put at the back of the. So they decided, let us own the entire value chain. Not only should we create the brand and design it, we should also create the space where our people can come and express themselves and spend their dollars. You see, brands do a few things for us. When we spend our money on our brands, among our people, we learn a lesson that we should have learned a long time ago. Because you see, with black people, with African people, Africans, our money only does one cycle. Matter of fact, there is cycle out. Whereas with other cultures, they found a way to make the circle bigger with their money. When we buy, support, and build African brands, we are building our countries. We buy and sell African brands. We are building our own roads. We're building our own hospitals. Because you see, what happens now is, for a country that in 2009 didn't have that much debt, we now are owned by the West. A country that was on a trajectory up is is now at the back and forth, begging money from the Chinese, from the IMF, from everybody else, because we have stopped creating. We have stopped thinking. We have become a nanny state. There is no better way to get out of this than to build great brands. And when we build great brands, we have to build them like only Africans can. So I arrived at about 2 a.m. in Senegal, and I drove all the way to the Gambia. I arrived at about 3 a.m. At the Gambia. And then I did not have, and I didn't realize I didn't drive myself, we had a driver, and we rented a car with a driver. And when we got there, we realized that we did not have insurance to cross over. And we asked the guy, and the guy said, the immigration guy said, you guys will need insurance to cross over. And we're like, at 5 a.m. So now my South African head kicked in. If I had to stop somewhere at 5 a.m. in the Republic of South Africa and ask somebody to find me insurance, I will see my mother in daylight. The guy said to us, hold up 1 second. Let us get into a car. Let us go get you insurance. So I left my friend TK and Dels. We drove about 10 minutes. We arrived at a place, dark, dingy, torching with cell phones. And somebody was writing up policies. My South African mind kicked in. They must be writing fakes. So I didn't quite understand when he said we have run out of policies. But you can go next door. So we walked next door and we knocked, and we arrived at this other dingy place. Still in the morning, 5 o'clock, dark, hot as hell, Senegal, Gambia, Senegal border. And the man opened the door for us. And he said, let me go find an agent for you. So we went to another small shanty. I'll call you South African language, shanty. He opened the door. Some guy was sleeping there almost butt naked. Because it's hot as hell if you know that part of the world. And he says, if you can just wait for me a little bit, let me just go get ready and meet me there in the foyer. The foyer is a stoop. He went and brushed and then did his salas, and then came back, and then he proceeded to write insurance policy for me. You see, the thing that defines us as a people is that entrepreneurship. It is part of our DNA. We do not struggle as Africans to be entrepreneurial. We're all selling magwenya, snook, and all those things growing up. We do not suffer from ingenuity. We do not suffer from making a plan. Because how else do you explain a mother in a township who works in some suburb house and earns 1,500 or 2,000, whatever, and sends all his kids, her kids, to university to become teachers, doctors, and professors? Because us Africans, us and Jesus, we're like this. We can turn those 2 fish into But for us to arrive in the promised land, I challenge us that we need to use brands. Because brands create companies. Companies employ people. The people pay tax. The tax builds the country. It is that simple. So when you see a brand builder, you are seeing a nation builder. For us to progress, we're going to have to do it the African way. And the African way is embedded in these few quotes as I close. One is by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Ngugi wa Thiong'o said, if a man can express themselves well in a foreign language but cannot speak their mother tongue, they're enslaved. So many of us, we're very proud that we speak English so well. We speak French so well. We speak Spanish so well. But when you go to France, have you noticed how proud they are about how well they speak French? And how they couldn't care less how bad their English is. But an African is the first one who's going to correct you when you make a mistake, when your accent is problem. Thebe ufunde logish. Can you hear that accent? I heard somebody saying earlier today, especially. We understood what she meant. It is our English. Matter of fact, our copywriters should be putting especially in their copy because a lot more people will understand. So we need to learn and to appreciate our languages. So how beautiful it is when Ravhele stood here. The first things that she did is to express herself in her Tshivenda language. The second thing that we need to learn as we build great brands is from Chinua Achebe, who said, until the lion learns how to tell its own story, tales of the hunter will always be glorified. So a lot of us here, we need to learn to become champions, ambassadors, storytellers of African brands. Today's event is about the lion learning to tell its own story. Because as Ngugi would have reminded us, if you want to turn Africa into Europe, then we must leave it to the Europeans because they know how to do Europe better. What we know how to do well is Africa. As Fela said, you can't sing African music in proper English. Our job is to know ourselves well, to stand in front of the multitudes and to proclaim who we are. Kimina Tsipi, Noku Enchonyan, Kinamani ya Tolo, Enaka Enchocho, Enaudima Pata, Erinye Khata Bojang, Bosale Boletan, Kimankwe, Oringa Jamoho, Ase Aulachwa, Cheche.
On the bus tryna meet you, love you, heart beating fast, yeah. Just the love, say you're too busy, maybe exhausted. Stupid boy, cause I trust him. On the rush tryna meet you, love you, Uber too slow, yeah. What a bum, girls in the car, game too smooth. Go on.
Wow. You know, sometimes you go to church, ne? And you hear the service sort of like, you stop there after praise and worship. You don't really know what the message was. And then sometimes you go to church and you know what the beginning, the middle, and the end was. Because you were in the verse. I feel like we just went to that kind of church today. The kind of church where you will go on to tell others that are not in this room about what it is that you heard here today, what it is that you were awakened to here today. You know, I think so often, especially as young people, we don't know a lot about where it is that we come from. And that's why we take so much pride in Sekgowa se tswa ka dinko. Mara isithakazelo sakini zero. Not. And I think what Thebe was sharing here today is exactly that story of the brand of self is the brand that is going to build the brand of tomorrow, that is then going to build the brand of the country. Mara uzenza kanjani ungazazi ukuthi wena ubani? Uphumaphi? What is it that you stand on? What a beautiful way to end such a profound message that you shared with us today, Ntate Thebe. There's one challenge that I think you've put upon me as a young person, I think everyone in this room, about how we abdicate our responsibility. How it's so easy for us to sit behind 280 characters and say, but. What are we doing? Alongside the complaining, what are we doing? To not wait to be validated from the outside, I think is a message that goes beyond brands. It even goes to ourselves. So many of us are so scared to dream and to start because abanye bazothini if it does not work out. Iplay business yakho. You know, Fezile said earlier on that he got 350 rejections. Still standing. Because if there's one thing, abantu bazokhuluma, no matter what. So go out there and build those brands. Try, fail, and try again. Because as Ntate Thebe said, building great brands is us building our country. I've never heard branding communicated like that. Woo! No, one more time, please. Woo! May we make our way back from Gore every day in every way. Thank you so much. You're full, ne? We can end now. Okay, good night. Lihambe kakuhle. We are going to get back to our awards, and the next 5 are as follows. We'll start off with our top accessories brand, and this one is going to be presented by the co-host of the Pat on Brands podcast and the co-founder of Linala Beauty. Please put your hands together for Unompumelelo Sacha.
Okay, remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up.
Level up, 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 level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Unompumelelo, as they have said. They gave me 5 minutes, so we're going to use this 5 minutes very well. Hlangus, the team, congratulations. We're going to the land of milk and honey, and I pledge to be a person who contributes to the economy intentionally. And also I wanted to say that in 1967, 76, 67, okay, got it, that one. It was terribly cold, but something had to happen for us to be here today. I'm here to present the top accessories category, and our nominees are? Our nominees are Amelia Diamonds, TR Jewelry, Ziba Styles, and Klesha. I must say, the podcast, I've always wanted to be in radio, and today I've wanted to be at the Summer Awards, so... Zanzakazang! It is Ziba Styles.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up.
Thank you so much for this award. I have no idea who nominated me, but I'm so glad they did, because this is the last year that I would make it as a youth. So thank you for that. But my story didn't start today, didn't start this year. My story started 9 years ago. The brand Ziba Style started literally in the boot of my car whilst doing a corporate job. I still have that corporate job. This is my side hustle that I run from midnight to 5 a.m. every single night. And the reason is because I believe that today it's not about just having a brand that sells a product. It's about having a purpose. Ziva Styles is a brand that not only is an accessories brand, but it connects with its people. Ziva Styles believes that self-expression is beautiful, that self-expression leads to change. And together, you and I, through our self-expression, through expressing ourselves regardless of what it is, the clothes that we wear, the accessories that we wear, together we can create that change. Thank you so much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, level up, 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 level up.
Congratulations, Nina, ni ready for your after party, yes? Huh? I can just hear from there. You're good to go. Don't worry, we're moving with speed. We're moving on to the top beverage brand, and this one is proudly sponsored by one of our sponsors here this evening. That is Black Crown Gin and Tonic, and the award will be presented by the General Manager of Black Crown. Please welcome Claudia Schmidt.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here tonight. I will be presenting the beverage category nominees. As mentioned, I'm Claudia Schmidt, General Manager of Black Crown, and these are our nominees tonight.
And the nominees are Levati Water, Azande Coffee, Mavusana Premium Rooibos, and Siwela Wines.
And the winner is Siwela Wines.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air.
The CEO and founder of Siwela Wines, unfortunately, she couldn't come, but 5 years ago, we had a dream and we had a meeting. I was like, if only we can just infiltrate Soweto, followed by Pretoria, but we were playing ourselves small. Oh, okay, wow. And then today we are recognized internationally. We have won an award. Thank you so much. From Limpopo to the world.
From Limpopo to the world. It's so nice to put a face, at least one of the faces of Siwela Wine. So a friend of mine, Mutsirisia Mohon, and I have a platform called Conscious Coins, where we save up a stokvel together and we consciously spend it on black businesses every 3 months. And Siwela Wines was one of the first places we spent money. And we love it. We can't have enough of it. So congratulations. I'm so excited for your win tonight. This is what we're talking about. Youth-owned brands that are doing great things. From Limpopo to the world, man. Oh, from Limpopo to the world. All right, our next category is the top education brand. This award will be presented by the Product Financial Education and Digital Marketing Manager at Old Mutual. Please put your hands together for Ayanda Nkosi.
Reminds me of you. You hold your cards so close to your chest that I give up the question no more.
Hello, 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 Sanbonan. Hi, DJ Ngceli Culo. It's for my friend Pat. The song is Umlando, guys. Hi! I know Ngceli Culo love. Manje. Now. Yes, please. We will wait. They shall win. They are winning.
Umshosenza umlando Umshosenza umlando Elusuku olukhulu senza umlando Elusuku olukhulu senza umlando Elusuku olukhulu senza umlando Umshosenza umlando Elusuku olukhulu senza umlando Elusuku olukhulu senza umlando
Thank you, DJ. Guys, I'm old. I'm not in the youth category anymore. That's why I'm not jiving. But my name is Ayanda Nkosi from Old Mutual, the company that does great things every day. I asked for that song for Rupert, right? Because I would call Pet and say, Pet, do you have sponsors? My friend, hey, Gaslangan, it's coming together. But don't worry, Senzumland. Yo! And I tell my husband, Linda Pet says, Wenzumlando, I'm a sponsor, it's just Black Crown alcohol. Yo. So on behalf of Pet, I thank you to all the sponsors, guys. This guy will be Rekile. Pet, you've done great things, my friend. We celebrate you. And just touching on a bit of the speech from Thebe and just listening to him talking about brands and stuff. My friends know my team is also here. I've got a very deep passion, Mina, for local brands. I know Thebe when I said, Mfethu, can I campaign, let's do this thing. Yeah, I know, sure, I will be doing it. Oh, Kes, but I'm like, when Thebe says, I'm like, I know, I've done great things in my life, every day. And now we're with Pet on Brands. But we celebrate all the nominees and just having that spirit of always failing forward. I've got this thing in my team that we fail forward. No. If anything goes wrong, Pambili, right? So anyway, I'm here to announce the winner of the top education category, and the nominees are...
Financial Bunny, Elevate Africa, Enlighten Edu, and Libertalia Real Estate.
Woohoo! Nami, I always wanted to be at the Summers. And the winner is Elevate
Dare to dream. My name is Alma Akob, and I'm the founder and CEO of Elevate Africa. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. It's that we are powerful beyond measure. Here at Elevate Africa, we believe that Africans have the solutions to Africa's problems. And we just need to be able to speak it and speak it with confidence and force them to listen to us. And so what we do is we empower young Africans to have the confidence and the public speaking ability to go out there and to sell themselves so that you can buy into their ideas. This is not the last you're going to hear of us. This is the beginning of Elevate Africa. So thank you to the team. We have started in South Africa, we are in Zimbabwe, we are in the DRC, we are in Ghana. We are going to elevate Africa in its entirety. Thank you.
If ever there was a walking billboard for what Elevate Africa does, that was it. That was absolutely it. Congratulations on your award. Our next category is the top homeware brand. And to present this one is the marketing director at Tiger Brands. Please welcome Thebe Sihlorho.
Bovua batho. Aruvua. In the spirit of knowing our languages, I try to learn all 11 official languages. My name is Thebe Sihlorho, as they've said. Mina ngishadele kwaSihlorho, nguMasithole, nguJobe kaMatshani, nguMondise. So it was so wonderful watching Thebe up here. I looked up to him in my marketing career. Thebe, you're amazing. I know it makes you look very old, but I looked up to you, and it's the second time that I'm interacting with him. He was that billboard from a distance. You know, when you see yourself in your career, you know you can be that person. You are that person that made me see myself, and I knew I can be a great marketer by listening to you, by watching you speak, and you're amazing. And to Pat, thank you for taking me on your journey. Thank you for recognizing me as a great marketer. Thank you for your invitation to your platforms. Thank you for sharing this vision with me and allowing me the pleasure and an honor to be a judge for this wonderful event. I've passed 35. I know I'm black. I look, you can tell. But this is wonderful, Pat. Well done. Be proud. I know, like, we're sitting in your office last week, you're nervous, but this is amazing. To God be the glory, and, you know, let's keep this thing moving forward. And to all the marketers in the room, I see you. Can you please support this initiative? Can we sponsor next year? All of you come to the party. I build a brand called Tastic. It's a brand with purpose. We love local brands. Through Heritage, we support local brands. Abo Maxhosa, Abo David Tlale. So we do the work in the boardroom. So you can use the space that you are in to do the wonderful work that you want to do. So if you do your marketing with purpose, you'll be able to unlock that. Doesn't matter where you are. So I am here to present the top homeware category, and the nominees are?
And the nominees are Mason Space, Nemo, Waggy Ochre, and Oklapine.
I'll never go to the summers because I can't sing and I'm not that popular, so yeah. And the winner is Mason Space.
Goodness. First of all, I don't have much to say really, but I just wanted to say thank you to the organizers of this event, and also thank you to everybody that's been supporting Mason Space from its inception. We also came into the industry during difficult times during COVID, and we were able to, fight through and get to where we are, and it's really heartwarming to see the support. And yeah, thank you so much. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this, but thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Maison Space. You can just, you just want to walk into their shop. You can just see it's calm, it's beautiful, it's structured. Unali order man. Unali decorum how gena. Who fancy? I'm going to be Googling you very soon. I don't know what I'm going to buy. Marangeza. We will multiply. Ndate Thebe said, between us and Jesus, we are together. The 5 will become 5,000, and the couch will come home. Thank you so much. All right, our next category is top personalities and influences. And I know, right? What a great category to have. Yes. Marabang nominating and then you youth, yes. But it's fine. It's fine. Ni invoice ile, ni winile. one of the Yoba judges. Please make some noise for Lebu Lion.
I see you standing over there, and I'm wondering, can I whisper something in your ear, something that you might?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lebu Lion, and I'm so happy to see all of you here. I'm really excited to be presenting this category because I think it speaks to what I do and how all of you know me in the audience. A lot of people think that personal branding is just a popularity contest. It's about how many followers you have online, how many famous friends you have, but it's actually the complete opposite of that. Personal branding is about impact, it's about a positive impact. It's about being so authentic that your presence and the way you exist and the way you do things inspires other people to be their best selves. So this is not a fickle category. This is a very important category. And as we become digital citizens, as we move on online, we're going to see how these people are going to be the next big business people in Africa, how they're going to pioneer how brands move through the world. And we need to take it seriously. So without further ado, please let's see the nominees.
And the nominees are the Lazy Makoti, Mihlalin Damase, Pamela Mtanga, and Toby Rose.
Can we get a drum roll? Is that cheesy? Can we get a drum roll? Come on. And the winner is the beautiful Pamela Mtanga. Apparently,
this is
Pamela
not how
couldn't
I
make it.
imagined my first awards speech. I thought I would be in a ball gown in the presence of many people in an evening setting, but this would do for now. To say I am ecstatic would be an understatement. Thank you so much for this award, to be recognized for your work and something that you absolutely love doing is really a blessing. I'd like to thank Top 16 YOPA, Pattern Brands, and of course Sakhumnotho for this award. And obviously everyone who voted, the judges, and everyone involved in the process. It is absolutely humbling to be accepting an award. To many more. This is not.
Congratulations to Pamela. Your Lebu Lion said something so powerful there about what this category actually means. And Pat, please, I've done a great job. The night is not over yet, but I can tell you, I've done a great job. Next year, Liskam Pizza, I'm entering this category. This one, I will be here on stage saying, on behalf of, I would like to thank. Skamfonela. All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, 10 awards down, 5 to go. And it now gives me great pleasure to, call on someone who's going to help us just loosen up a little bit. We saw earlier on with Ayana, she was like, no, she doesn't fall into the jiving category. But this person certainly does. They are a TV host, a musician, a songwriter, as well as an actor. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ulindo!
1, 2.
Sanibonani njani? Angizwa, are you guys good? Mina ngiyajiva and ngiyajivisa. Ngicela khipha amafoni ningishuthe. Ngicela ungisize. Maniqeda ningithege. Ngicela ungisize. Ngisize ngivulela umnyango sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga ngisize ngivulela umnyango sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga awungicele impumelelo ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo awungicele impumelelo
Khipha namafoni. Anipho.
Cause ngisize ngivulela umnyango. Sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga. Cause ngisize ngivulela umnyango. Sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga.
Beka ngihamba kanjani?
Lempumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo. Awungicela impumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo.
Awu yebo. Ayamuva iqolo. Yamuva iqolo.
Cause ngisize ngivulela umnyango. Sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga. Cause ngisize ngivulela umnyango. Sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga. Awungicela impumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo.
Funa into eyodwa.
Awungicela impumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo. Cause ngisize. Ngicela ungisize. Cause ngisize. Ngicela ungisize. Impumelelo. 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 Impumelelo.
Emnganami ungihamba.
Cause ngisize ngivulela umnyango.
Bheka la.
Sengikhathele abangane bamashebanga.
Bheka la.
Cause ngisize.
Hey niyakhala ne. Ngazathi nani umzimba ungavumi. Mara uvumi.
Awungicela impumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo. Awungicela impumelelo. Ibe ngumuntu ebantwini impumelelo.
I say, can you feel it? Oye bafethu ngicela amafleti lapho nithi chovicho. Achovicho. No machita ngithe chovicho. Angishongo ukuthi ngiyabona abanye bahalela ukudansa njengami. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Asambe. Angaqedi. Hayi ngiyayisusa mengithandile. The aim is not to sweat, you know. The aim is not to sweat, kancane. ushaya le nto kodwa boy. What's
Intombi zethu zinhle bafana, mama ngiyakhala mna, awuyesaba. 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 Baby, shaya umthena rawde. Baby, ngicela uphenduke. Baby, shaya umthena rawde. Awucela ukubona uphenduke.
Shiya kancane kakhulu ne.
Baby, shaya umthena rawde. Baby, ngicela uphenduke. Baby, shaya umthena rawde. Awucela ukubona uphenduke. Intombi zethu zinhle bafana, mama ngiyakhala mna, awuyesaba. Intombi zethu zinhle bafana, mama ngiyakhala mna, awuyesaba. Intombi zethu zinhle bafana, mama ngiyakhala mna, awuyesaba. Intombi zethu zinhle bafana, mama ngiyakhala mna, awuyesaba.
It's in the net. It's in the net. It's in the net. It's in the net. Babe. Ukubona mawubona umuntu adansa usho ukuthi ngayenza le nto but manje umzimba uthi no. Inhliziyo ithi ya. But umzimba uthi no. Alright. Niyazi mo musician angithi uthi mabekuhethile unokuvela ubhala ingoma ngalo muntu okhethe ngayo. So namba sale bangihetha. Hey umjolo. Hey saba umjolo. Hey. Bangihetha mara ngathi yazini. Since bangihethile unamanga ngizombhalela ingoma. Yabo manje sengiyajola. Sengiyajola manje. Ngicela ngishayeleni izandla. No manje shaya izandla for umuntu ojolayo uzithi 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 woza. Umuntu ojolayo ke loyo. Umuntu ojolayo ke loyo. So i-ex yami ngiyibhalela ingoma ngathi yazini ngoba ungihethile ngiyabonga enhlaka ukuthi ungihethile yazi you did a great job yazi uyangithola le ngoma le qeda ukuphuma ungayishezema uzoyithola it's available ungasabi ithini boy Basho mayilalela le ngoma inokucabanga ukukhahlela iradio or avela lithi ngivali iradio Nizwe kahle ukuthi ithini ne
ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungishile sengitholile angivukile ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungihethile sengitholile angivukile ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungishile sengitholile angivukile Nami sengiyajola Shaya nezandla awungiyajola 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 awungiyajola iyayizula
emajobo wena ufunela bani hayi umntana wena umthandela yena hayi kodwa naye sekapopile musi mangithi ngiyakona sekaqomile emajobo wena ufunela bani hayi umntana wena umthandela yena hayi kodwa naye sekapopile musi mangithi ngiyakona sekaqomile
ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungishiyile sengitholile angivukile ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungiyethile sengitholile angivukile nami sengiyajola shaya ngezandla awungiyajola 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 awungiyajola iyayizula
chap 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 chap
ukuthi wena ungishiyile sengitholile angivukile ngiyabonga ukuthi wena ungiyethile sengitholile
asizame 1 2 nami
sengiyajola shaya ngezandla awungiyajola
1 2 nami
sengiyajola shaya ngezandla awungiyajola
1 2 nami angizwa 1 2 nami shaya ngezandla yawan khona lento ethi she 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 ethi she 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 she. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lindo, aka Baba Kapalu. Ngicela ningitheke ne. Ngibabonile kade bethi bayajola kodwa bajoli. Umjolo dololo.
Make some noise for Ulindo. Personally, I don't qualify to sing that song yet. Angajoli, and it's alright, yes. Because there's umjolo pandemic, ne? And I'm right kanjani okwamanje, ne? I mean, it's cold here in these winters. It's cold here at I Know My Worth. But we shall persevere. And one day, mankula lekulo, you must know, nam saying yachola. Thank you so much to Ulindo. All right, ladies and gents, we're almost at the end of our evening. 5 more awards to go in the categories of the top 15. And then we'll go to our final one that, of course, rounds up the top 16, which is our Grand Prix winner. To present the next award, it's in the top media brand category. Please welcome the acting station manager at the station where I started my radio career at UJFM, Anathi Sitali.
Tall guy problems. It's fine. Good evening, ladies and gents. My name is Anathi Sitali. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight. I'm here to present to you the top media award, right? Just to give you a bit of a background about our partnership with the top 16 brands. UJFM is one of the biggest youth radio station in the country. voice to listen to, we're trusted friends, we're beat to feel, we educate, and most importantly, we engage in ways that no other youth radio station does. We believe that the future reimagined can only be shaped through the power of conversation and partnering up with youth initiatives such as the Top 16 youth brands. And that pretty much explains our partnership with the youth brands. Let me not waste your time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. The nominees for the Top Media Awards.
And the nominees are Digital Resolve, Text and the City, Yo Mzansi, and Podcast and Chill with McG.
Well, I'm not sure if this one was quite obvious, but the winner is Podcast and Chill with McG.
All right. Are there any chillers in the audience? All right. Can I please get the chillers to stand up where you are? Just stand where you are. On behalf of the chillers, they're accepting this award on behalf of Podcast and Chill. They would like to thank McG and Soul for all the scintillating conversations that we get every single week, and Kezo. Well done, guys. You accepted an award. Well done. Well done. I'm a lady, but I'll have to say it on behalf of McG, right? Inda. Even though a lady does not say that, but on his behalf. All right, let's move on to our next category, and this is the Top Beauty Brand. This award is going to be presented by TV and radio presenter, the beautiful, the talented, and my colleague at 947. Make some noise for Bulela Podisa!
Dumelang, le kae, ke teng. As Hulisani has said, ke nna Bulela Podisa. It's an honor to present this award after Anathi Sidali. UJFM is where I started my journey. So now being at 947, we're just like, hey, we made it. But it's also an honor to be presenting this next award, Top Beauty Brand, right? Because sometimes we are not contouring right. The brows are not coming out right. The lace fronts are not sticking. Hey, go busy. But I present to you the nominees.
And the nominees are Zuri Nutrition, Masodi Organics, Hermosa Floor, and Love Kings.
I'm tempted to say we'll find out who the winner is after the ad break, but I won't do that. And the winner is Hermosa
They know my story. From old dog studio, I be hustle to work. Say, me and Siri.
Yo, guys. So, 3 years ago, almost 3 years, I left my job in the Navy, the Defense Force. I took all my pension money and I invested it in a dream, Hermosa Floor. If you told me 3 years ago that I'll be standing here receiving an award for creating the best beauty brand in SA,
I'd laugh at you and say you're joking. But I hope with my story, I want you to always remind yourself that you can achieve anything you want to achieve as long as you're willing to work hard. Fear and faith cannot coexist. You need to choose one. Thank you.
Congratulations to Immersive Floor and to the team as well. All right, moving on to our next award. Kulegani Tumisa, who's the founder of Kulegani on Wheels, will be presenting it. It is the top travel and tourism brand. Kulegani?
Sanbonani Tumelang. Young people are not future leaders. They are leading today. It's that sort of evening. Pet and team, congratulations. A lot goes into this, and your journey doesn't start and end here today. You connect a lot of brands, so well done to you and your team. I'm Kulegani Dumisa. I'm founder and MD of Kulegani on Wheels, KOW Marketing, and the Automotive Events Co. If you don't know anyone who's bought a Suzuki, who aspires to own a Suzuki, or at least who's driven it on social, then my team and I needs a bit of a talking to as far as changing brands. Now, congratulations to everyone who's been nominated, from the 400 odd people who are shortlisted and the 60 people. We are solving big problems in South Africa. Youth unemployment is a problem. If you've got that idea, please, please act on it. You'll be changing someone's life. Now, this award that the nominees that I'm about to announce, top travel and tourism, it's a funny one. Lawyers don't do maths, so my tourism teacher will be very proud of me for this. And the nominees are?
And the nominees are Book Iboni, Trek Share, Grey Travel, and Eve Seen Eden.
And the winner is Book Iboni.
Abshin. Standing in front of you is Utinyi Konkona, co-founder of Bukibone. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's taken us 7 years to build this brand to where it is today. We now own a bicycle cafe in the heart of Vilakazi Street. And this is through everyone that has booked a tour with us. Me and my partner always stand in front of each other every day, and we remind each other that you will be kicked down, you will face negativity, you will meet new people, you will observe all kinds of energy. You're not perfect, but don't forget of being great. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Book Iponi. Tiniko wastua kurba rini akaya niko. Mintro ya bula bula le mintro ya wani ya bula bula na muncha. Congratulations. Oh, you didn't know girl can bula bula? Girl, let me tell you. Nistukulu shaka maluleke, nistukulu shaka shishangu. Ya bula bula akaya. All right, let's go on to the next award. This is award number 14 of 15. And to present it, we'll be joined by the strategy director of the Brave Group. It is Katleho Dihlokwe, and he's presenting the top apparel brand. Please put your hands together for Katleho.
Dumelang, Liditlapi Lebantle, you're looking absolutely stunning. My name is Katleho Dihlokwe, and I'm going to be presenting the top apparel category. The nominees are
And the nominees are Skinny's Boo Store, Tepo Jeans, Lindani Styling, No Modern Slave by Khosi.
Indeed, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening our shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, but it's in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. And the winner is Tepo Jeans.
Good evening, everyone. I am
Hey everybody, my name is Tepo from Tepo Jeans. Sure, just before I left the country, actually a couple of days ago, I got a call that my grandmother from my dad's side has passed on. And basically it kind of gave me, it reminded me the importance of being present in the moment, being present wherever you are, being present in your space, being present in whatever situation that you find yourself in. So I'd like to thank, everybody who supports the Tepo brand. I'd love to thank everybody who believes in my vision. I'd love to thank everybody who believes in the Tepo vision that we're not only good for Africa, but we're good for the world. And this is just a reminder that we're doing something great. Thank you for seeing us, Pets on Brand. Thank you for seeing us, everybody who wears a Tepo brand. Thank you for being part of our journey for the past 7 years. And yeah, tonight I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to pop some champagne. Oh, by the way, I don't drink. But yeah, I'm going to celebrate with my team online, But yeah, thank you for everything and have a great evening, everybody.
Just a quick one, guys. I'm so sorry. I am not the tall storyteller Tepo Jeans. My name is Zinzi German. I am brand manager of Tepo Jeans. And this is my colleague, Moeng. And I think because he's already said a few words, my take home is that being a small, young woman growing up in the Eastern Cape, I grew up in a shack, an informal settlement called Ramaphosa, ironically. And I know, it's crazy. I literally grew up in a place called Ramaphosa my entire life. It's such a 360 moment for me to be standing here amongst people. This is literally my wildest dream, to be working for this man that's just spoken here, who's created so much opportunities for a lot of men and women. And I think that this is just a reminder for all of us to know that it is our willingness to succeed, it is our willingness to focus, it is our willingness to continue doing and achieving our goals. And also it doesn't stop here in Sandton, guys. If we don't go back to Ramaphosa and inspire people to do what we're doing, this stays here. If we don't go back and empower people to start and teach them how to do websites, teach them how to content create. It's cute that we know that now, but the 10-year-old girl in Ramaphosa didn't know that. And if we want to build brands the way Shakira was telling us, we need to empower other people in our communities. We need to see more success stories like Tepo Jeans. It is not a Tsakane story. It is a Hamman Scroll story. It is a Ramaphosa story. It is a Motherwell story, and it's an everyday people story. And we are the people, and we're very, very honored to get this award. Thank you.
We're a team, yeah. We're a team, yeah. I don't know what you guys expected, yeah. Here we But just a part of just what we like to say is we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Tepo family and Giroli in Chile, We are. Thank
Congratulations to the Tepo Jeans family. And I would talk about thinking, more like how some opportunity, how it won't be given to you, so take it winner. So you had your moment, take it winner. All right, the final award, well, in the categories, before we get to the overall winner, is, I think, a category that's going to be so hotly contested. It is the top footwear brand. Ayashi Samateki, literally. To present this award, please welcome radio and TV presenter Khosi Rankumise.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Khosi Rankumise, as Hulisani has mentioned. This is a very big category to announce into, and I've written a little something to kind of carry the essence of this. From a sketchbook to the boot into a box, the soft and thick sole to carry the weight of the big dogs, iboza, to stepping into a spaza shops, to the shoe we wear after the visinons. These are the shoes that not only carried us through groove, but also carried us to the journey when we drop off the CV. These are the shoes that we'll be wearing as we head into the corner office after employing another young person. These are your nominees.
And the nominees are Last Be Original, Skomani Authentic Wear, Drip Footwear, and Batu.
Yo, this is so hectic. And the winner is Batu.
Man, what an incredible time to be alive, guys. Shoo, Patron Brands, well done. Upwards, forward, never look back unless you're checking your rearview mirror. So thank you so much to everybody that voted for us. We're here representing Batu, and thank you so much. It is such an incredible award, and let's continue to walk our journey. Thank you, guys.
All done. Congratulations to Team Batu. I did say it was going to be a tough category, right? All right, we are done with our 15 awards for the evening. Let's give a round of applause to all our winners. Before we hand out our Grand Prix award for this evening, I would ask that you please indulge me so we can just... Let's also finish gahle. Ne? Danko. Okay, so I said the best dress is going to get 1,000 rand, right? I am a woman of my word, and I've been told that if you appear on any of these screens, you are our best dress winner for tonight. And the winner is... Definitely not me. Will be an inside story, Leo. Drum roll. No, that can't be right. Is somebody really... No, wait. I feel like it could be a joke. All right, we're going to keep it moving. I would have taken it, eh? But I'm an independent auditor, so I'm also within the process. I can't be a winner as well. All right, we'll move on to our next item, and we'll come back to awarding the most social media interactions. But before we do that, an event of this caliber does not come together, as you've heard, without a lot of teamwork, but it also doesn't come together if someone doesn't believe in your dream. And I think all of us as entrepreneurs know that feeling, right? When everybody's looking at you like, I don't get it. What is it that you're trying to do? But The team at Sakhumnotho Group Holdings believed in Pat's dream. And they didn't only back it in action, they backed it with money, because that's what it takes to put together an event such as today. And so it gives me great pleasure to welcome one of the brands that went the extra mile in not only talking the talk to make tonight happen, but they really walked the talk. Please welcome Mr. Musa Ndwambe from Sakhumnotho Group Holdings.
Bagaichu, Madumekia. Thank you very much. I'll try not to waste a lot of your time because it's already late, and I know being the last person to talk, everybody just wants to get out of here. So first of all, maybe before I get to Pat, you know, I'm one of those young people that strongly believe that this generation stands on the shoulders of the ones that came before us. So, Mr. Ikalafeng, I want to honor you, sir. I'm a brand strategist at heart, and some of us surreptitiously learn from you from afar, and just know that the impact you've made in the industry, in brand South Africa and in Africa, has impacted some of us greatly. And as a young professional, you know, I was probably the youngest of the panel of the judges at the age of 31, only 31 years old, and being the group head of marketing for not just the local, but global entity with multiple sub-brands. I'm very much honored to be here. But also a special shout out to Pat, who bothered me just a little bit. And when he showed up from his trip in Lagos, you know, had a little speech prepared. But I think I said to him, I don't even need, the difference between sympathy and empathy is that when you empathize, you understand, because you were there. I'm a young person, and I understand what it's like. And immediately, there's no need to sell it to me. I buy into the vision, so what do we need to do? And that's why, Pat, I know there are a lot of people sitting in the room that most likely next year will be fighting to sponsor, but I still want our brand to be brought to you by. So we're gonna have that conversation. We'll pay the money where we can, but we'll have that conversation because we believe in the vision. It's not just about putting your name out there, but this is quite a powerful vision. Nothing like this exists. In fact, I said to him, it's such a brilliant idea, I wish I came up with it. But here's what's beautiful, is that over and above all of that, we are acknowledging young entrepreneurs in this room. And I think shout out to everyone that won, but shout out to all the nominees as well. There were 450 brands that flooded into the Patton Brands inboxes, and the judges, through their expertise and years of experience, had to sift through, and you were chosen. And that's why you're sitting here. And I think over and above that, one thing you need to acknowledge is that you're actually building the economy of this country. You are feeding families. Someone is working at your little deliver scooter, and you see it as small, but that person is a breadwinner in their household. And you are feeding that household. You are contributing to the economy. Talking about contributing to the economy, let me bring in Sakhumnotho, because I know some of you are like, Sakhu, what? So, and you probably never heard of it. But Sakhumnotho is a world-class, I need to mention that, it's very important. It's a world-class Pan-African investment holdings group that actually prides itself in investing in strategic sectors of the society. But most importantly, the polysemous nature of our name has two main meanings. Firstly, Saka means to create, Umnotho means wealth. It means we are creating wealth for future generations. And it's very important because whenever you are in a race, you pass on the baton, the next person shouldn't start from where you started. So we need to ensure that we pass on to other young people. They take from where we left off and they continue. The second meaning, Saka means to build, Umnotho means the economy, building the economy. And that's why some of my colleagues, as you know, people are going on stage, they're side eyeing them like, okay, we need to be in touch with that one. Because we invest, that's what we do. And it's very important for us to do that. So hopefully Pat will be in touch with all of the winners, as some belief. But with that said, I think lastly, what we thought was very important is education. We cannot downplay the importance of education. And one of the sub-entities of Sakhumnotho is what is called the Global Business School of Entrepreneurship, GBSE. And we thought, yeah, fine, we gave the money. But something that is of added value, we thought to ourselves, let's give all of the winners, all 16 of them, 3 months access to the GBSE where they will get business incubation, vis-a-vis, mentorship, training, you name it. Thank you. And the reason is 3 months is because at the end of the day, anything that's free, you don't respect. So just we give you a taste, so you can get your business plan in check, your marketing approach, the experts that will help you do that to all the winners. So shout out to that. That's it. So I think now we're getting to the Grand Prix. Yes, we are. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are indeed. Thank you so much, Musa. Let's give a round of applause to our sponsor who has held us together, Sakhumnotho. We appreciate it. If we may please get the final award that we are going to be handing out. This is, of course, the award for the overall top brand. The nominees are, of course, everybody that was nominated and everybody that has won. And this is the big one. The big one. Are we? Yes. Amba. All right, so those are all the winners from today. We did explain that the Grand Prix would be awarded to the overall winner, the winner of all winners, and Musa has the pleasure of announcing who that is.
No pressure. And the overall winner for the top 16 youth-owned brand awards for the year 2022 is Thebe Jeans.
Tsakane to the world. Tsakane to the world. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We were literally sitting there like, it's definitely not going to be us. He's like, don't get too excited. They're just playing the nominees, guys. This is incredible. I mean, again, thank you so much. I think Pat, Brand SA, thank you for amplifying South African businesses. Thank you for showing us that we're not alone in the businesses that we're building. We wake up every day. It is cold. 9-to-5s are not nice. Building your own brand is not easy. Thank you so much for this platform, MTN, all the sponsors. You guys have put money where your mouth is. Guys, let's do this. Let's build more. Let's help each other. And, oh my gosh, Thebe Jeans.
Congratulations, guys.
Yo. Sorry, guess he's back, yeah? But I'm gonna be very quick. The only thing that I want to say is, as the youth, you always hear your opportunity is up next, your time is up next, your future is yours. Our time is now. We look around this room, the youth is here. There's nothing more else that we have to say besides that. And as the youth, I know we can all resonate with this. Us being in this room, we never die, we multiply. Thank you.
Let's make some noise for Thebe Jeans! Incredible win, and we are so happy for them. Woo, I've never been more grateful for a cheese cup than when all these things are falling, because hey, there's no chance of Uchi Ingena weave. And then, it just goes off. Ladies and gents, we've come to the end of our evening, but before we bid you farewell and we allow you to be on your way, please welcome back the visionary of tonight to just speak from his heart and to share how things have been and where to from here. From what I heard from Mr. Musa, it looks like there's a renewal of a sponsorship. And who said that deals happen on a golf course? They happen right on stage, man, right in front of our eyes. Please put your hands together for Pat.
Pat. It's Pat on brands. Watch how you brand it, man. Pat on the back is a pat from the man. Better be branded, man. Pat on the pat is a pat on the brand. If it's enormous, flawless, gorgeous, don't be cautious. borders. Making a move, making a hustle, all of them making a borders. Watch how you brand it, man. A pat on the back is a pat for the man. Better be branded, man. Apparel the pat is a pat on the brand.
All right. Thank you so much, Hulisani, you're a brilliant host. I'm glad that our little chat did lead to tonight. So big one for me right now is to appreciate everyone that played a role in making today possible. And I think in my welcoming, some of my sponsors are cringing that I did not mention them, or partners rather. So, Ravhele Digital Out of Home. When you guys saw us posting on social media that we're in Soweto, we're in the heart of Bram, we're in Sandton, on billboards, it was all because of a company called Ravhele. Ty and Tyrone, I can see you standing like you were waiting for this moment. Look at the back there. Thank you so much for the airtime. UJFM. Thank you. Thank you so much to UJFM. Our auditors, who played a very important role in making sure that the integrity of these awards remains intact. Kumalo and Mabuya, Chartered Accountants, thank you so much for that pro bono work. Then, of course, the number one, Kasi Snack, Nick Knacks. Thank you so much for coming on board. And the journey continues, and I think for us as a team, tonight was a proper learning curve. When I first shared the vision with the team, I said to them, look, we're going to build this plane as it flies. And even, I'm sure the late start was just definitive of that. We're building the plane as it flies, a lot of challenges that we had. But also, I'd like to call my team to come on stage. Team, Seho, where are you? Tabile, Mpo, Given, Lebu. Where's Cabello? Where's the Seho? Huli. So, as you can see, I've got a very junior team, but very capable. I know sometimes they hate me because I stretch them and I say, guys, we're gonna do it this way, and this is the only way we're gonna do it. And they're like, no, but I can't get a hold of. I'm like, you're gonna find a way to get a hold of that sponsor. You're gonna find a way to get a hold of that nominee. Tonight wouldn't have been possible without you guys, your guys' contribution. I know today you were stressed to the limit, but you continued to show up and did not crumble under pressure. And of course, to my uncle and my aunt who are here for the first time, seeing me doing what I do, I hope now you understand what I do, because I've been trying to explain to them, this marketing thing, and why I left my job at UJ, working for university, getting a salary, but you want to do this entrepreneurship thing. What is that all about? And my aunt, whenever I go home, she asks me, where do you get this, bravado to be speaking in public? Also, I don't know, Mama. I don't know. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming through, and thank you to all our sponsors. And that 1,000 voucher actually comes from Kulegani on Wheels, So whoever is getting it, Kulegani hit me up and said, look, Pat, I don't have much. I can't afford what MTN paid for this category or whatever thing. But I've got a couple of thousands that I want to spare, and I want to invest in this initiative. And for that, my brother, from one youth to another, I appreciate you, man. All right. And of course, everyone, what's happening? Oh, the winner, okay. So everyone, they know themselves that I always call
I see Kosi in the audience. I see Thebe. I see Ayanda. I see Dr. D or Prof. D. I see a lot of you guys that always, I see you, Heather, Makumalo. I see everyone here every time, whenever I have an idea, and you just give me the time of day. You know, busy day, I'm like, where's Mpoma Sego? Everyone, they know themselves. Mr. B, I see you there. Alibaba, I see you. Today wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't those chats on the phone that, you know, today was possible. And can I tell you something? Today I woke up feeling nar. Because of last night's weather, it was just so terrible. And I was like, people are not going to show up today. If it rains, people are not going to show up. But look now, all the seats are filled. Thank you so much to all the winners. To all the winners, you all get a pat. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Make some noise for Pat on Brands and his team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just 5 more minutes and you and I, our business here will be done. As you saw earlier on, there was a winner that was posted. That is our best dress for tonight. Where are you? Yes, girl! Congratulations!
I'm about to let Hamba when I Benz, Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV,
Make some noise for Cindy Swa. Class with a little bit of uniform.
Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV, Hamba when I diamond walk. Hamba when I Benz, Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV, Hamba when I diamond walk. Hamba when I trip, Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV,
Definitely
Hamba
won
when I diamond walk.
Okay, no, you've definitely won something. You, no, oh, girl, yes, after all, Maro, you nearly 1,000, yes. You have won the most on social media.
Oh.
So you definitely won something. Give her a round of applause. For the most social interactions. And Cindy said, between you and I'll give you best dress, girl. Between you and I. Congratulations, a 1,000 Rand cash voucher coming to you. And then, please show the other picture, which is our best dressed. There she is.
Hamba when I Benz, Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV, Hamba when I diamond walk. Hamba when I trip, Hamba when I Gucci, Hamba when I LV.
Congratulations, a 1,000 Rand cash voucher also coming to you. Also, investor girls, starter that dream. Keep going. Congrats. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our evening. I can't believe it. The inaugural Top 16 Youth on Brand Awards! And what a night it has been. It's been a night of celebration, but also a night of reminding ourselves exactly who we are born of, the blood that runs through these veins, and what it is that we are capable of doing. I'll steal from some of our winners from tonight and some of our speakers who shared about the fact that it can be you, it should be you, and it will be me. One of our winners touched on how young people aren't the future leaders, they're the leaders of today. And man, are they leading. They're leading with so much grit, they're leading with so much passion and so much fire, and it's inspiring to watch. I'd like for us to remember the words that Ndate Thebe shared with us, that we don't suffer from ingenuity as a people. It's not our portion. It doesn't run in our veins. An entrepreneurial spirit is something that we were born of, and it is something that we will carry, no matter how many no's we may get. And as we go out there, after celebrating some great brands, as we go out there to build even more great brands, may we remember that we are not only building them, but we are also building our country. It's been a pleasure to be your host this evening, and I hope that you remember that you don't need to wait to be validated. You got to do it. And for me, it means moving with three things, and that's purpose, power, and impact. And all you need to do in this life, I believe, is you need to tap into your power. Find that purpose and tap into your power, and then you can sit back and watch the impact. And impact is not about hundreds and thousands of people. Impact is about the individual right next to you. You don't even know when you're making a difference to someone sometimes. And don't wait for someone to tell you that you are. Just know that you are and keep walking in that light. It's been a pleasure to be your host. Hulisani Ravhele, nimadekwa na budi.
Yati tompere yo.